In today's GTA 5 video, I'm going to be telling you guys why Grand Theft Auto Online has never gotten a quality of life update. So what do I mean by quality of life update? It's a DLC that wouldn't necessarily consist of tangible things like businesses and cars, but more just features that make the game more enjoyable. Like, for example, one popular feature that a lot of people have been requesting is the ability to sell properties, or the ability to block phone calls so that they don't consistently ring and send you text messages. Those are quality of life changes. Today, we're going to be talking about the real reason why Grand Theft Auto Online never received one of these updates. So FunMW2, who is a Rockstar Insider, was replying to a user on the GTA forum site who said, "Does Rockstar care for their fans anymore? We gave hints that we like tuners, mansions, remasters for MC and Grand Theft Auto 4 and much more, and we're sure Rockstar would earn money from their fans. But do Rockstar care for a small amount of people who wants the best for their favorite developers? I mean, they did cut off almost all contact with their fans by removing QAs, commenting on posts, etc., etc." Now, FunMW2 replied to this individual by saying, "I think you're looking at it from the, in quotes, we are fans, we know everything perspective. I think the developers had enough of this game, and they want to move on into something new. I believe the developers had solutions for some of the problems, but it's complicated and takes lots of time. Take-Two can't let them waste their time on that which turned into a game where you can throw anything at the consumer and make some money." So what FunMW2 is saying here is GTA 5 has been out for 5 years now. And he predicts that, number one, the developers might be getting a little bit tired of making stuff for Grand Theft Auto Online. And number two, a lot of it might be out of their control. Remember, the way Rockstar works is their parent company is Take-Two Interactive. They are on the top of the pyramid. Rockstar sort of in the middle of the pyramid. So whatever Take-Two tells them to do, they pretty much have to do, give or take. So maybe Take-Two didn't want Rockstar developers spending time creating something like a quality of life update or content that we're requesting, even though it could feasibly be done, but it might not have been as efficient. Maybe Take-Two is seriously stressing being efficient, and that's why we never saw something like that. Now, FunMW2 also replied to another individual that said, "I can't imagine a professional 3D modeler or sound guy really cares what game they're working on. The job is the same regardless of what you're modeling or recording, though maybe they're just tired of data technology now that I think about it." And FunMW2 said that's probably what's left of the Grand Theft Auto Online team. The ones who can make quality of life updates are more likely focused on RDR2 at this point. A quality of life update should have happened a long time ago before we reached this point, where we are only a few weeks away from RDR2's release, but I guess that didn't happen because they were focused on the single-player DLC that was canceled. So a couple of things here. Let's unpackage this. Number one, FunMW2 believes that the remaining team left that's working on Grand Theft Auto Online is just basic like 3D modelers, sound guys, people who can make cars, engine sounds, etc. The guys that probably know how the game works and what the community wants, they've probably jump shipped to RDR2, which does make sense. And FunMW2 confirms that a quality of life update, like many of us wanted, should have happened a long time ago, but the people who probably had the ability to do that for Grand Theft Auto Online were likely focused on single-player DLC. We know that single-player DLC was canceled. Some of it went into online, like the Doomsday Heist. So that's the real reason why we haven't gotten a quality of life update. It seems like it's a little bit of bad timing. Overall, the success of Grand Theft Auto Online and Rockstar obviously having to focus on a new game, Red Dead Redemption 2. And it really is a shame because just off the top of my head, I can think of a ton of quality of life changes that would make this game amazing. The ability to sell, old properties and, old businesses that you don't use anymore. That would be great. The ability to sell Pegasus vehicles that we don't use anymore. The ability to maybe reorganize our inventory. Get rid of clothing, get rid of masks, get rid of weapons we don't want in a more permanent way, blocking phone calls and text messages so that we don't get constantly bombarded with them. I mean, that's 5 or 6 things right there just off the top of my head. If I really wanted to sit down and focus on this, I'm sure I could come up with an entire thesis of things that Rockstar could do. And that's just the quality of life update. That doesn't really go back to a lot of the other things we talked about or that players want, tuners, mansions, remasters of stuff. So I think the bottom line is Rockstar is trying to update Grand Theft Auto Online with content, and we've seen that with After Hours. But I think they're more focused on adding tangible things in the game that can be stretched out over weeks and months. So stuff that can be drip fed, stuff that can be introduced weeks and months after the update comes out. Whereas with the quality of life update, you obviously wouldn't be able to really drip feed any of that. I think it would be an update that a ton of people would enjoy, but for Rockstar right now, it might not make sense because of how they're operating, where RDR2 is going to be their focus, and they might not want to sacrifice Grand Theft Auto Online in terms of, adding things to the game for quality of life changes that, only a handful of people might notice. Again, that just might be my personal opinion, but I think it really is a shame because a quality of life update, like a sort of a refresh for the game, would have been really cool. But it looks like that's never going to happen, and now we sort of know the real reason why that never occurred. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Why do you think Rockstar never got about to making a quality of life update in the game? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, more in the comments down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.